Hi, I'm Gail Simmons, and we're making spaghetti pie. When I was 19 years old, I traveled to New Zealand and Australia for the summer with my best friend and college roommate, Camille. One thing that we noticed on our travels was that at every truck stop, they always had spaghetti sandwiches, which we thought was pretty incredible. This was long before the carbs are scary days, but it was so delicious, and I've always thought about that sandwich. I've never really attempted to make my own, but played around a little bit in the kitchen and came up with what I think is even better, the spaghetti pie. I'm putting in a can of whole tomatoes here, and I'm going to break them up a little bit. You know, tongs are like an extended part of my arm. These whole tomatoes have so much flavor and just the right amount of liquid with them that you want, as opposed to a can of crushed tomatoes where you kind of just get less tomato flesh. You want it to simmer for about 5 minutes to reduce some of that liquid and thicken the mixture, but you definitely want to make sure that there's still a good amount of sauce. From cooking so much, I've learned a few things. You definitely want enough salt that the water tastes salty. I mean, you don't want to dump a bucket of salt, but I estimate 2 tablespoons of salt for a pound of pasta. I just want to have great food around at all times. This is just sort of perfect for everything. It feeds more people than you can believe. It's big, and it's rich, and it's super delicious. It's easy to make, and it feeds a lot of people. So don't think that you only have to use it when you're cooking for 10 people. I make it, it feeds 4, and then I put it in the fridge, and I'm happy to eat it for lunch. I'm happy for my daughter to have it for lunch. Eat it late night. As I said, I find lots of reasons to eat this pie. No being shy with the cheese. My mother was actually a cooking teacher, so when I was growing up, I spent a lot of time in the kitchen with her cooking. She taught cooking in our kitchen to women in the neighborhood. So I have a lot of early memories of watching her cook and eating the food that she would make for her little cooking school. We ate a lot of unusual ingredients that most kids didn't eat, but truthfully, when I was growing up, all I really wanted was a hot dog and some mac and cheese like everyone else could eat for lunch, and my mom was making zucchini and shad roe. I don't know. There was some weird stuff. But it was amazing, and ultimately set me on a course that made me who I am, and obviously taught me what I wanted to do the most in my life. But at the time, you didn't realize it. The last thing you want when you're graduating from college is for everyone to tell you that you're just like your mother. And now I embrace it. It's like I couldn't run from my own destiny, you know? Doesn't it look ridiculously delicious? Just as good as I remember. Still works.